Alrighty, what's up, you guys? It's the Cuban Muscle here, and today I'm gonna be telling you guys. As you guys can see, I'm not that vascular. I'm flat as a pancake, and that is because it is peak week, and this is peak week explained. So, what's the first step of peak week? You might ask. The first step of peak week is becoming virtually fat-free or as lean as you can be. Okay, once you get to that point, whatever diet you're doing, it doesn't really matter. But once you're about 6-7 days out, that's when you're gonna lower your carbohydrates to very, very low, almost 50 grams. Now what this is gonna do is gonna deplete out all of the muscle glycogen from your body. This is kind of what I'm going through right now. I'm not really big, I'm not really full, not really vascular looking like I usually am. Guys, this is for a reason. So what's gonna happen is, we're going to increase the water up to about 2 gallons a day. And what that is gonna do is going to piss out more and more water. And that's gonna raise your aldosterone levels in your body. So your body gets used to flushing. So at about, let's say you compete on a Saturday. What you're gonna wanna do is, on about that Wednesday, you're gonna wanna cut the water to about 1 gallon, and that's when you're gonna wanna start to carb up. Now, things get different if you're doing classic physique and gotta make a weight cap, but in my case, I'm doing the men's open, so I ain't gotta worry about a weight cap. So, Wednesday, we start to carb up, and that's gonna be really, really high. Then the Thursday, it's gonna be more so high carb, moderate fat, and then the Friday before the show is gonna be moderate carb, moderate fat. And what that's gonna do is my stomach's not gonna be all bloated on stage because I have all these carbohydrates in me. And the last thing you want is a bloated belly on stage, guys. So the other important note, make sure your fiber is very, very low, because what happens is fiber brings water into your digestional tract, which can bring water to your stomach, okay? And that's not something we want. I'm a big advocate of fiber. I think it's amazing. But as far as trying to get on stage, probably not the best idea. So this is basically a beginner's way to make weight. Now, you talk about things like diuretics. Now, when should you use a diuretic? Well, if you are virtually fat-free, you probably shouldn't use a diuretic. You can probably end up taking too much water, and you might end up flat on stage, kind of like how I look right now, right? And being flat on stage is not usually the best look. It can make you look pretty shredded, but your muscles aren't gonna really pop. What we're going for, and this is for any competitor, is going to be a high, fully glycogen bellied, I don't know what the word is, muscle bellied. It's full of carbs, right? But we cut the water so your muscles are full, but there's no water between the skin and the muscle itself. So that's gonna make you look more vascular. It's gonna help you look better. Now, people ask about sodium. What do I do about sodium? Guys, sodium is something very, very easy. Don't mess with it too much. Maybe, let's say, you're salting your food like normal. Guys, before you get on stage, maybe the night before, that's when you're gonna wanna kind of sodium load a little bit. That's it though, guys. No, you don't need, and this is where they'll use crazy diuretics, and that's when you need to start really messing with the sodium. But guys, the number one thing is just make sure you're in good shape. That way you really don't need to use much of a diuretic. Maybe a little bit of alcohol the night before, a couple shots of vodka. You can use things like Claritin. Guys, once you're using things like Diazide, things like Aldactone, things like Lasix, you are gonna probably shoot yourself in your foot unless you got a coach that really, really knows what they're doing. So guys, as far as diuretics go, you can use dandelion root, things like uva ursi. It's another herb that is gonna, make you pee more. And that's all we really need, guys. We don't want to take too much water from the muscle to where you shoot yourself in the foot and now you're flat on stage. And a week out, you're looking like you're gonna win the show, and next thing you know, everybody's looking at you like, what did you do? Guys, don't make drastic changes in peak week. don't. If you're looking good a week out, don't change it up that much for your actual show. Guys, we just need to pull a little bit of water. Not too much, a little bit. So that's how to peak for a show properly. Guys, another big thing is vitamin C. It is gonna be a great thing. I recommend 1,000 milligrams per meal starting the Monday of peak week. And that's gonna be a natural diuretic. It's gonna help your body pee a little bit more. And guys, as far as that goes, just make sure you're in shape. Don't mess up your kidneys you doing a bunch of diuretics and stuff. Once you're in shape, you're in shape. So that's just all I got. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and bell button. Let me know if you guys think I'm an idiot, but that's just my take on peak week. Guys, obviously if you have like Matt Jansen or Hany Rambod as your coach, listen to them. But if you're just doing this yourself, this is probably the best approach. And yeah, guys, don't kill yourself during peak week. Just make sure your posing is good. Make sure you're practicing your posing. Don't do way too much cardio. Guys, just keep it simple, keep it easy, and that's that. Cuban Muscle out, baby.